Hey, YouTube Rando. So I just got finished making a penny stove out of the Coke can bottoms. And I'm not gonna tell you how to make it. There's a bunch of videos out there on YouTube how to make it. So I'm just gonna show you how it works, because I did notice a lot of them don't actually use it. And I went with the one hole instead of four. I don't know what the difference is, honestly. Maybe next time I'll make one and put 4 holes in it and see if there's any kind of difference on it. I've already used this thing once, and I made this for it. I just took a chicken can, and drilled holes in it and cut these grooves in it. I just cut the grooves because the first time I burned it, I just had holes in it. Had 1 hole right here, and then 2, and then 1, and then 2, and so I went ahead and drilled an extra hole in between the 2 all the way around and cut grooves on it. I was just looking for a way to be able to put a pot on here, but I noticed it was having trouble. It was struggling to get air, and the flames coming out these holes were actually shooting off to the holes in the can, reaching out for air. So I knew if I put a pot on it, it would go out. And actually, to put it out, I actually just turned the can upside down before it had the grooves in it, set it on top of it, and it went out. So that kind of told me that it wasn't enough air. So, and if this isn't enough air, you see I cut big grooves here, smaller grooves here and here. I'll just cut them grooves out bigger to give it more air. I just want to trap as much heat as possible. So I picked up some liquid heat, so we're gonna try it out. I'm not gonna put any water in it or anything. Maybe we'll try cooking on it one day. I like the stove. I like the way it's so small, and this has already been burnt. You can tell it's not all nasty or anything. They say if you use alcohol in it, it gets nasty, but if you use liquid heat or like Everclear or something like that, it don't get all sooty.
Quiet. Very nice. Oh, come on. This is unwatchable.
Pour a little bit in it. I'm not going to fill it up or anything, because I've done used a little bit of this. I just bought this bottle. I don't want to use it all today before we ever get to cook on it. And it burns quick.
Now that you are rigged and not Luther, and I have
See if I can get the holes to catch. I noticed a lot of people complaining about lighting it. Getting the holes to light. I haven't had a problem with that yet, but you can tell I'll pour extra. I make sure plenty gets around the sides of it in the bottom of this can to come up and light the holes.
As more people die,
sorry about
the
that.
city will be looking to new resources for water, like my pride.
So yeah, I'm thinking I could probably set a can on top of there, or something on top of there, and a pot of water or what have you, and it not go out. And if it does, then I'll just cut these 2 grooves the same size as these 2 grooves. And last time I lit it inside this thing, it was actually shooting up green flames and had to burn off the inside of the outer can. But it burns through this fuel really quickly. I mean, it's not, definitely not something I would want to cook on, to cook meat or anything on. Maybe heat up some soup or something like that. Yeah, this is fine, but it's nothing that I would want to cook on. I wouldn't want to spend the money on this. I got this stuff for $1, but usually it's $3 a bottle. $3 for 12 ounces, that ain't much. So, and just test that theory really quickly. pretty sure it'll burn. And the sides is actually, you know, pushing the heat up instead of dispersing it out. So it's gonna, I hope I just said that right, it sounded like a dumbass. But it's not letting the heat go out, it's letting the heat go up. So that's what I was kind of looking for. I was going to just make a wireframe rack that sits over it, but one that's going to be bigger than this, and it's not going to be as sturdy. This is a pretty sturdy can. I could put some weight on top of that, cook on it, no problem. I wouldn't want to use the fuel to do it. You know, unless I'm camping or something, that, you know, that me and the kids just have fun and stuff like this. And, you know, like I said, I'd cook hot dogs on it, or I'd heat up, you know, raviolis for the boys or something. But you've seen how much fuel I've put in it, and it's out now. So, just went out. However long this video is about how long that much fuel lasts. So, it's not long at all. And I think they said the Everclear burns longer, so maybe I'll go buy a bottle of Everclear and just throw it in the backpack and test that theory out. Alright, YouTube. Thanks for watching.